Welcome back, folks, to Final Fantasy XI. I'm doing better. Hope you're all doing better. This wonderful change of weather is probably to blame. Allergies and such. You know, the standard stuff. You know, standard crap like that. So, I've been contemplating what to say. Because I don't know why this in particular set me off, but it did. So, I suppose we should start with a review of why I'm streaming Final Fantasy XI, and what my goals are here. I appreciate the gear advice. I do. I like looking into that. However, I only play 7 to 10 hours a week. An hour and a half on Tuesday, an hour and a half on Thursday, maybe 5 to 7 hours on a Sunday. There is no way, with the time split up like that, I'm capping my records of eminence or my sparks. I am here to play the story up through Rhapsodies. That's all. For Racist Resurgence and everything they added there can go kindly fuck itself. I have no interest in primes, prime weapons. I don't even have interest in an Electropy for my Rune Fencer here. That's not happening. That is just not happening. The most gear I'm looking to get is possibly 119, maybe augmented level 2. Maybe. That's because I can get the 109 now. I don't even have to work at it. I have the coupon. I could just get a 109. I could just get the 109 gear right now. I've had 2 months of Ambuscade. Okay, 2 months of Ambuscade. The first month with the Mandragoras was alright. I could do up to normal mode on that. I realize I'm missing a trust. 1 level of trust, and we could in fact go and get that 5th trust at any point. But this month's Ambuscade, clearing an easy is very difficult. And that's 109 supposedly. I don't think I've expressed how little desire I have to get into endgame. The quote-unquote true endgame of Final Fantasy XI. So let me say it here. There is no desire beyond really getting the gear I have to +2 in Ambuscade. Assuming next month's Ambuscade is actually decently doable. Final Fantasy XI is built on endgame grind upon endgame grind upon endgame grind. And I have little to no desire to do any of them beyond what's required to see the story through to completion. We will not be doing Omen, Vagary, Sorties, any real Dynamis Divergence, no Avalon Skirmish, or just most of the things you might think of. I appreciate everyone's stories. I like reading about everyone's stories, everyone's memories of Final Fantasy XI when it was the game you played a lot of. I like that. I do. And I appreciate your advice on gearing. I do. But I have no desire to do the 5 endgame grinds they have. Because that is all busy work designed to keep you subscribed because you've been subscribed for years. All that is to keep your money continually flowing in. I have no desire to do that. I recognized early on it's no different than any predatory battle pass, any predatory loot boxes. It's no different than that. All it is to keep your money going to them. That's all it is. And I can say this because I've been subscribed since I bought the game. I've paid them monthly, despite how much I play. Because I do find some fun in it. But it is not the combat. I find the combat exceptionally weak at this level, at any level I've played. It is not the reason I play the game. I play the game for number go up, and the story, and having played it for as long as I have, I can tell you the number go up is very annoying at times. It's the reason I do not grind out job points. I do not grind out merit points. Merits are too easy to get number go up. There's no feel in that. And job points are just too slow for number go up to mean anything. We won't even talk about mastery or exemplar points. We won't talk about any of those because those are not happening endgame grinds. What set this off is there was a comment on a previous stream. This happened after we went live, so someone was watching and left this comment there. And I understand the passion. I do. And a lot of gaming is very subjective in feel and quality of game. However, objectively, they are wrong. There are a very few things in Final Fantasy XI that it does better than Final Fantasy XIV. At most, a handful. But there are so many things it does worse in every aspect than games of its own time period. Much less a game that's been done significantly more recently. The only reason I'm playing Final Fantasy XI right now is because Square couldn't keep Nexon together to make that port. If that port existed, that would be the Final Fantasy XI I would play. This is the only Final Fantasy XI available to us. It is the one I will play for the story, but it is not a good MMO. I've played a lot of MMOs in my time. This one has severe design issues even for its time period that it really shouldn't have. But I will continue to play for the story, and I appreciate your inputs, and I would appreciate them. But it's very possible to love a bad game and to have fun playing a bad game. Is 11 bad? As far as MMOs go, it's definitely not good. And I would not recommend someone who's looking to see the story and everything to experience it. No. No, I would not recommend it. I'd recommend watching either a Let's Play, like what we do here, or what Mr. Happy is doing. And his is probably easier to digest because he's going to go through it a lot faster than I. Or a cutscene compilation to experience the story. That would be how I'd recommend you experience Final Fantasy XI. Having said that, we're going to continue until either we finish Rhapsodies of Vana'diel or the game goes offline. Because this is going to take probably a year or two, maybe 3, to get to that point. That's just how we take it. 3 hours a week at a time. Now that I've gotten that off my chest, let's continue with Change of Promethea. Currently started 5-1. We're just starting halfway, approximately. We need to go. Oh. I sat here speaking so long, my controller disconnected. Anyway. Onto the Butacine Glacier. Okay, we need to go to... Okay, we need to go all the way up here. How are we going to get there is, in fact, the question. That is the question. Well, looks like these cliffs are... Okay, it looks like there's a connection point over here. I'm not sure if the ones to our direct south are gonna connect or not. Doesn't look like it. But maybe this ledge will work? Yeah. Yeah, looks like this might connect over to where we need to go. So we need to go to the Niue Tower. And then through here, and we should be in the vicinity of it. Excellent. That actually wasn't too hard to navigate to for once. It's one of the things I will say that 11 does a slight bit better than 14 are some maps like this. They're a pain to navigate through. But by God. And it clearly wasn't designed for this level of draw distance. But it is a very good looking map. Now don't get me wrong, 14's maps look very good. In fact, some of the newer ones have been very good. But sometimes the environmental storytelling could use a little bit of enhancement. And here we are. F7. Let's see, is that that's just a field manual. Not concerning then. Into Pso'Xja. Where the hell have you been, Rachnios?
We have been waiting for your arrival. Did you encounter something unexpected? Never could I have imagined such a masterpiece of ancient architecture could be hidden beneath these towers. I sense the gates of paradise are within our reach.
Lawrence, we were not expecting to see you here. Hey, buddy, if you came to try and stop me, don't think I'll leave here without a fight. I'm not going anywhere until I get my box back.
I have no intentions. I am simply here as an heir to the Knight's Mistal. What worries me is the absence of Malada. I assume he has already set off for the fourth crystal. And that is what we must do. Follow me. Phoenix will lead the way.
Very sure of himself. These should be the only two I think I'll need. So we move forward until we find a stone door at H8. Supposedly there's a door. There he is. Yes. Well-timed elevator. And follow the path till a second stone door. We are once again off the map.
Good Lord!
It's the fourth crystal.
The Mother Crystal! Legend says the Vana'diel was formed when it was split into 5 pieces. This is one of those pieces.
Yes, it is.
The divine light it emanates. This is from where we were born, and where we will eventually return. Simply gazing upon its beauty soothes the mind and soul.
Arachnios, can you hear that? The song, the crystal, it's calling us. That star, you, song, yours, someday hope, become dreams, our prayers. And what was split asunder will once again become whole, complete and inseparable for all eternity. Now that all the performers have arrived, the play can begin. Nagmalada? You slimy thief! Give back the vessel! Ah, Tavnazia's precious baptismal vessel. I was amused when I learned how the box was being used. According to the old man Desparcher, all those who entered the faith were required to pledge their loyalty to the Dawn Goddess before the vessel. Well, not quite practical. It's quite an intriguing use. In this way, even devolved creatures such as yourselves could subconsciously be aware of the power of the box. Not practical? What do you mean? Do you know what the box is really used for? Of course. Just as I know the use of the amulet you carry. The amulet? Many a millennia ago, the king of Xylart made that amulet. A testament of affinity, to peer into the hearts of the Kulu. The Xylart were born with the ability to communicate directly with the mind of one another. This is called the Whisper of the Soul. However, as centuries passed, some people were overcome by the emptiness and lost this power of communication. Those who could no longer harness the Whisper of the Soul were known as the Kulu. The Xylartian king ordered the production of such amulets, such as the one you possess, to contain the darkness residing within those unfortunate souls, and open up their hearts. And thus the thoughts of all those who were known, of those who wore one, were known by him. That amulet you hold, it was given to you by the Xylartian prince, was it not? And now you've begun using it to further your twisted schemes. Arachnios, that boy has been using you as a guide over time and space into a world unknown to him. Using you to guide him to the mother crystals. And that's why I can see what he sees. However, it seems as if he made a poor choice in guides. Nagmalada, I have killed your dukes. I've killed 2 Xylarts already. Don't make me add a Kulu to the list. It took too long for you petty adventurers to reach the 4th crystal, let alone the first 3. Thanks to your incompetence, I've had enough time to obtain this box, as well as to find out who you really are. It was you who brought an end to the era, our era. You who betrayed us. You, Seletos. And though you bear the mark of the Kulu, you betrayed your people and the trust of the Xylartian prince.
Though you inherited the will of the slumbering gods, you betrayed them as well. And though you were born of the Mother Crystal, now you plot to betray her. My heart yearns to know why you've chosen the path of traitor. However, that answer can wait for a later day. The answer I seek now is that to a different question. Tell me where you obtained the power to control the emptiness. When the attempt was made to open the gates of paradise failed, and Alteo was destroyed, why did only you survive? What happened that day? What did you see and what did you learn? What unspeakable powers do you possess? No answers, Silatus? Then the only option left to me is to force them from the emptiness inside you. Prish! Stop! Behold the true power of the Eye of Altana. Behold the transformation of the emptiness to magicite. Did you forget, Celatus? Now, answer me, boy. Unless you want to be ripped apart from the inside. Magnius! Don't lose it! Come on, Saltus, stop thinking and start talking! Tell me what to say! Tell me what to sing! What? The star is you, and the song is yours. And someday that hope will become our dreams, our prayers. Shine forth, star of hope. Let your song ring out across all of Vanadiel. And what was split asunder will once again become whole, complete and inseparable for all eternity. Is he trying to answer me? Is it only that I cannot hear him because I've lost the whisper of the soul? I bring the two children who can no longer hear the whisper of the soul. The boy on the right is Celitus. The boy on the left is Nagmalada. I beseech the blessings of the king before the commencement of our journey to the city of the Kulu. Thou hast nothing to fear. Those who receive the blessings of the king may abide in the city of the Kulu without worry or care. We have made a pledge to the dawn goddess Altana. We shall make all haste in discovering a cure at the cause of thine illness, and return to a world with neither Xylart nor Kulu. Though the whisper of the soul has grown quiet for thee, I ask for thy trust. Thou must live as before. Believe in the honesty of people as thou did when their thoughts were open to thee.
So, the living immortals have finally been born among the children of dawn.
Of the dawn. Why dost thou seek to show us this vision of paradise? This heavenly garden the Xylart believed to be the goal of all Unvanadiel. What are we waiting for? All of Graviton, all of us, we should strive for that perfection. If we behold that vision, we too can understand what they are aiming for. We can join with the Xylart and be made whole once again. This senseless conflict between us will end. Celitus. What's wrong with all of you? You've nothing to fear. Diabolos is... It is too late, Celitus. We have already fallen. Our hearts have been stained with corruption. It cannot... it cannot be.
Dawn Maiden Yevnuel, what are you doing here? It is forbidden to enter this place.
Nagmalada, why dost thou, at Kulu, work for the Xylart?
Lady Yevnuel?
This battle has gone beyond the point of salvation. The killing, the lies, the mistrust. We are no longer capable of understanding one another.
It's all the fault of the terrestrial avatars. They're merely using the foolish Kulu to force the king of the Xylart to keep the gates of paradise closed. And then there's that traitor Celitus. All this blood has been spilled as a result of him breaking his promise to you.
Thou dost yet believe in me, Nagmalada. Thou dost believe my words, my pledge, to return this world to a place with neither Xylart nor Kulu?
Lady Yevnuel, they're calling me a traitor to the Kulu people. However, I've never once considered myself to be one of them. I never considered my actions to be a betrayal. I've returned to your side. That is all I've done. I will never betray your trust in me.
Even if thou discovers I have betrayed that trust?
Lady Yevnuel?
Not only thee, I intend to betray all of Xylart. It's because I
Hmm.
Ridiculous. What are you?
Help us. Well, things are definitely turning interesting. At least now we have a name for the boy. Not that one. Of course, it had to be the one to the south. Why would it not be? As typical of these Prometheans, it had to be the other one. We even start next to the spire, but we can't get any closer to it. Ah. There it is. Combat region, Promethea. That's what I'm looking for. Apex monsters. And a gorger in the middle. Let's not even bother with those. I can guarantee we're not ready to fight apex monsters if we're going to ever do it at all. There it is. There's the memory receptacle. Millennial? That must have been a false receptacle. There we go. And now the fun bit. There's a special thing with the 3rd, 4th, and 5th floors. Got a zircon ring. That's not a bad ring, to be honest. Things are very large ticks, basically. Gorgers. Just very large ticks. At least that's what they remind me of. Very large ticks. Target the thing that's attacking us, for God's sake.
Rachnios! So, this is the emptiness. I never believed I would be swallowed into its darkness. Rachnios, you have my thanks. If you hadn't awoken me, I dread to think what would have happened. But if I am here, it is possible that the others have been taken by the emptiness as well. We must look for them. Oh, that was the right one. And now we go straight east. Well, as much as possible, there's a giant hole in the way. At least there should be a giant hole in the way. Okay, I straight up missed that. It was right in front of my face. There you are, solicitor. Rachnios. Wrong voice. This place. The spark of life has never flared here, I feel. Is this what they call emptiness? I knew that if I followed you, something extraordinary was bound to occur. But this... My mind yet reels from the knowledge that the Xylart and Kulu still exist in this world. The ancient people who tried to open the gates of paradise. And to think the legend of the Mother Crystals entombed below the surface of Vanadiel was true. I must track down that Genoan diplomat in Nagmalada. He and I have much to discuss. Let's be on our way. Oh, Lovrant.
your ignorance on the matter. It is truly, truly... truly amazing. But oh boy. Nope, that's not the right receptacle. Must be the one to the south. Well, one of the ones to the south. There are two of them to the south. And knowing my luck, it's gonna be the one furthest away. Well, there's no memory receptacle in here. Which means, yep. It's the one all the way in the corner. In the southeast corner. There you are. Oh, that delay is just terrible. And here we are at level 5. The memory flux we need. All the way to the northwest corner. It's about as far away as it could go. Could be. There you are, Ponderer. I think those are the bosses from the previous Prometheans. Arachnios? Is that you? Where's Prish? Why isn't she here? Oh, I see. Our search for her continues. This may sound strange, Arachnios, but as I lay dreaming, I'm sure I heard Prish's voice calling to me. I believe she's somewhere deep in the bowels of this dreadful realm. Please, will you help me find Prish? We must all escape this awful place together. And now we go to the spire itself. If we had not, in fact, gotten all of those memory fluxes out of the way, we definitely could not have entered the spire. My Ortana's tears! If we go any further, we'll plunge into the emptiness. Then we must backtrack and find another path. Arachnios? That was something Ah, good to see you all safe and well. Nagmalada? It would seem Diabolos spoke the truth. Although I did find it strange that one could enter the emptiness without being devoured by its darkness. You have met with Diabolos? Yes, in his dream world of Dynamis. He said that if I helped you, Arachnios, we could find a way out of this place. Help, Arachnios? Does the exit lie in this direction? Yes. Well then, step aside. There's a little light remaining within this vessel. Celotus, as long as I have breath in my body, I will find you, no matter what it takes. Nagmalada. He continues to be an enigma. Truly. A dead end? Show yourself, Celtus. There are 3 of them. They should go down pretty quickly. Especially if they don't aggro. Ah, there we go. There's Cumulator. Deciding to get in on the action. Meanwhile, Procreator just sits there. Lord Diabolus. Presh. So, we meet again. He who is one with Celtus. Now that the light of the 4th crystal has been robbed, it will not be long before this land is infested by the emptiness. I fear that it may be impossible to thwart the plans of Celtus. If only I realized earlier what he was attempting. Diablos, do you know what he is up to? Is he truly planning to thrust Vanadiel into the abyss of the emptiness? That may be the ultimate result of his action. However, I don't feel that it is his original intention. No. I learned that the true ambition of Celtus is in the form of a dream. The dream of this girl. Celtus has come from Alteo on a mission to protect the celestial capital. From where? That's ridiculous. The celestial capital was destroyed without a trace when the Xylot tried opening the gates of paradise over 10,000 years ago. Child of the Kulu, Alteo was not destroyed as you thought. It still remains intact, its residents alive, resting in a safe place. A safe place? Beyond the 5th crystal. Rachnios, seek out the final mother crystal. There you will find the truth you seek. I do not understand. Are you saying that there's a hidden realm beyond the 5th crystal? And the gates of paradise. Could they also be... Foolish children. Do you still aimlessly seek?
The dream of paradise? I must warn you, it's not your will that guides you to the gates, but the will of Pso'Xja. You and every other soul on this world are slaves to the will of the Twilight God. And that's why Bahamut, keeper of the gates of paradise, has set out to destroy you.
The will of Pso'Xja? Pso'Xja's curse on mankind?
So, the true reason Bahamut has deemed us his enemy lies in the curse. Lord Diabolos, is there any way to break these chains that bind us? There is one way. Long ago, remnants of the Kulu came to me and asked me to release them from the chains of Pso'Xja. I did as they asked. However, the result was tragic. The Kulu lost their original selves. Children of Vanadiel, Pso'Xja's curse was necessary for the survival of your species. Without it, you would be nothing.
Oh, so Diabolos is the reason they became Tonberries.
It is only a curse, because that is the name you have given it. It is only your chains, because that is what you make it. However, if you are not purified of this curse, whether it is one or not, there's no avoiding battle with the Worm King. And even if we're victorious, there's nothing to stop the emptiness from swallowing all life in Vanadiel. There are no roads left for you to travel. Phoenix has been reduced to a mere fragment of her former self, while Fenrir, Guardian of Tomorrow, remains powerless. Carbuncle, Bringer of Rainbows, still ponders over whether to lend his hand to your cause. This is because he realizes he cannot save both of you. He must choose one, mankind or Vanadiel. We must learn from Celtus and the mistakes he has made. In attempting to save both sides, he has caused so much pain.
But that does not take away from the fact that he tried. Prish? Diabolos, if you're anything close to a soul, you know that pain comes with the package. There's no way around it. That's what makes us who we are. You're nothing but an empty shell. What happened to your soul? If you're gonna live your life in fear of hurting someone, then you'll never be able to save anything.
You know nothing, girl. If you're so adamant about your cause, then why carry the pain of all of Vanadiel on your own? Sacrifice yourself for this world and its children. If you die...
Pardon me. Sorry about that. The deep voice tends to ruffle after a while.
If you die, Bahamut's pact would be broken, and Vanadiel would be saved.
Break the pact? Why didn't I think of that? Kill the Keeper of the Apocalypse. Hey, I found something. You found something? Show me, show me, show me. No, wait, it's a body. Just a body? Why does this keep happening to us? We gotta go tell someone. But before we do... Oh, you three. Again? You three. Mr. Nagmalada. We're glad you're okay. Lady Chantel was so worried about you. We were ever so worried about you too. I don't need your platitudes. What I need to know is why you three activated the runes of Pso'Xja. Do you realize what you've done? Or were you causing trouble as usual? It wasn't like that. It was Lady Chantel. She asked the adventurers to do it. This is Chantel's doing? What could she be up to? Did she activate the runes to seal Diabolos? Or could it be... Master Nagmalada's really mad. Mr. Nagmalada had steam coming out of his ears. What did we do? We didn't get a chance to tell him about Prish. She's still lying in front of that tower over there. But even if we leave her like that, she probably won't die. But if Prish finds us, we definitely will die. Which means... we leave her like that and stay alive. So the 5th crystal's in Alteu. So things have... things continue to be... things continue to evolve in very interesting ways. Metalworks. To Sid we go. Well, we should report to Sid. The man knows most of what's going on. Ragnius! Oh, not that voice. It was, Ragnius! I was starting to worry about you. Are you alright? I heard from Lawrence you weren't able to get the box back, but at least you're in one piece. Someone up there smiling down on you, that's for sure. Not quite. Master Sid. Ah, and so Ragnios. I commend you, your adventurers, on your efficient methods of transportation. After our ordeal, Tenzin and Ulmia made it back safe to Sendoria. However, there are still no signs of Prish. We can only pray she is as resourceful as Ragnios is here and escaping from the glacier. Well, I've got some bad news for you. A communication had just been sent out from all 3 nations from Juno.
Prish is wanted on criminal charges. The Duchy issued a warrant for her immediate arrest.
That's preposterous.
When Prish sang her song, Celtis was able to escape. Nigmalada believes that Prish and the boy are working together.
Prish's song. The fourth verse of the song Memoria de Satona. But where did she learn it?
I do not know. But one thing is for certain. We must find Prish before Juno does. We can then ask her of the song and of the Keeper of the Apocalypse.
Yes, and of Bahamut. What was she trying to tell us? How to break the pact with the Worm King? How to remonstrate his actions? How to remonstrate against his actions?
The pact. When the Keeper of the Apocalypse arise, Bahamut shall destroy mankind. Destroy mankind? You mean to tell me that the Conqueror of the Skies Bahamut is planning mass genocide? Yes, unfortunately. And as far as we know, the Keeper of the Apocalypse has already arrived. In the form of the boy Celtis. Sent by the ancients from the celestial capital of Alteo. Celtis' coming is foretold in mankind's pact with Bahamut. And that's why Bahamut too has awoken. And now the Worm King has begun calling upon his slumbering minions. He is forming an army to fulfill the pact.
We traveled from the den of the terrestrial avatar. However, he would not listen to our pleas. His heart is stained with anger, and there's no way to cleanse it. That is why the only option left before us is how to break the pact. But how?
Break the pact, This can't be that hard. Let's think about it. Keeper comes, Bahamut wipes out mankind. Keeper comes, Bahamut wipes out mankind. Keeper comes, Bahamut... Wait a minute. That's it! What if the Keeper of the Apocalypse never comes? Then Bahamut would not have to... I don't know if this is what Prish was trying to say, but if we can do something about this Keeper, then Bahamut won't have any pact to fulfill. Bendiel will be saved. Ooh, that went a weird direction. The problem is finding this Keeper. But we already know who he is. The Keeper of the Apocalypse is Celtis. Capturing the boy has been our mission from the start. It may be a nearly impossible task, but if we had assistance of Carbuncle, Bringer of Rainbows, and Summoner's primary avatar.
Tenzin, if it is alright, I would like to try and locate Prish. Prish has the ability to communicate with Celtis. Perhaps she knows something we have yet to realize.
I'm going to further investigate the celestial capital of Alteo. If this is where the boy comes from, then there must be a path to return there. Splitting up into 3 groups to find information on Prish and the Keeper? Why didn't I think of that? So what are you gonna do, Arachnios?
It does not matter which one we choose. We have to take each of the paths. So I think we should first investigate Alto.
Lovrant? I plan on traveling to Tavnazia to further investigate the celestial capital of Alto. Or the Tavnazian cathedral that brought this name back from obscurity, and more than likely the place that the Cardinal Midarian seeks out. Yeah, true. If you happen to come across anything useful, come back here, and we'll see what we can make of it. That goes for all of you. We're all in this boat for good. We may be in for some rough waters ahead, but you've got nothing to fear with good old Sid at the helm. Understood, Master Sid. Now, let us be off. We have no time to lose.
And with that, that is where we are going to call it, as the next mission, 5-3, is exceptionally large, having to pursue all 3 of the paths. This could take a little bit to accomplish. So, we'll see you all next time. We've got a stream coming up tomorrow for finally the demo of XIV Nordics, the latest East game. We'll see how good that is. And then more Deus Ex on Saturday, where I have a little bit of a surprise. Just a little bit of one.